We set out to make a genre film. We're just film buffs. We love all kinds of films. I mean, all kinds of films. And we wanted to work together. And we thought, Glenn actually said this, to do this genre as a first time out would be doable, because we're doing it for the first time. And possibly good business. And we had, we knew we wanted to work in that part of the country. And so it all the elements kind of came together. So we set out to make that kind of a film, but with our own take on it. I honestly don't think that the three of us could have made this movie any differently than the way we made it. I mean, to have that sort of investment in the front half of it, to be into getting to know the girl. In the writing, I would say that maybe, well, Ivy definitely had a lot to bring to the table as far as the voice of the girls and the way they would say certain things, and as far as structure, we were maybe more, and Glenn especially, more vocal, or not vocal, but more more of a contributor.
We would start writing, and if one person would get tired or out of the creative juices, the other person steps in, and it actually goes much faster that way. It's because they can just kind of pick up where the other one leaves off. So.
And as far as roles in behind the scenes, Ivy was pretty much, because she's young, and she was younger when we did it, she had sort of a part to play in every department. She basically, she was involved obviously in the writing, but also when we started to budget the film, she was making calls about, you know, all that. When he especially just put her into the fire, basically. And there was also discussion that maybe she should play one of the girls, and that was, it was just
vetoed.
It was vetoed because we wanted her to really learn the other side of the camera and really experience what it means to have these other jobs and know what people do. And when you're acting, it's very easy to be completely clueless as to what everybody else is doing and be completely focused on yourself. And for a first time out, it would have been impossible, I think, for her to be behind the scenes and in front of the camera at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm definitely glad that that was the decision that was made, because I have learned so much, and I think being in front of the camera would have definitely inhibited that.
She never would have had the experience that she had making the movie. Yeah, I can't see how it would have happened. So another time, you'll get to see her face on screen.
I finished my freshman year of college. I'm at a film school right now, and I'm majoring in creative producing, so that is really what I love more than anything, I think, is definitely being behind the scenes and making it happen.
Well, I know from a shooting point of view, we wanted this story to evolve slowly. We wanted the audience to get to know, we shot it in a very realistic type of way, so we wanted the audience to get to know these characters a little bit before we started butchering them, killing them. And we took this approach like, you know, almost like Apocalypse Now with going up the river, you know, a slow sort of build, or with Deliverance as they were going down the river. You really got to know these characters enough early on. And for me and for us, that's what we really like. We like the character development. I don't want to just go in and start slashing people up. It's not, you know, it's not what we wanted to. We didn't want to do that. So I think it's building the characters. Hallie and Ivy were really, we'd sit down and would jam about, you know, what is this person going to do right? You know, where do we want this? How do we foreshadow things with these girls? You know, trying to get that in. So the 70s really was an influence on this film. Those type of films, the original Last House on the Left, Wes Craven, as I said before, Borman's Deliverance, Apocalypse Now, Peckinpah's Straw Dogs. You know, we took elements of all that type of stuff and studied that and looked at it and tried try to make it.
Totally exciting to do it as a family, and to watch her grow up on the set was really remarkable. Yeah.
Oh, you know, we knew. Well, I mean, they knew to an extent what we were getting into. I had no idea.
I didn't either, actually. Let's be honest here. I had no idea what we were getting into. I mean, we were writing this thing, and when you write something, you just let your imagination go. You write it, okay, now they're jumping in the river. No, now the guy comes up and he shoots them, and now they have to cross the river to get to the boat. And then you're there at 4 o'clock in the morning with these lights around water, and you go, did we really write this?
And electrical.
How are we going to make this happen? So I know I can speak for all of us here that really honored to be, invited here. As far as NIFFF, I don't know, because we've been doing this, and I'm really looking forward to exploring and seeing some of the films. It's so beautiful here, but we're a little strung out.
We're going to
Trying
see
to catch,
the Butterfly Room tonight. We're excited about that. This is just, everybody's been so lovely, and I wish the town was a little bit prettier. It's not really, it's kind of ugly and not very quaint. So other than that, but
Jeez.
I'm kidding. I really want to make sure sarcasm translates, right?
Yeah.